Before we start with the problems and all that stuff, I'd like you to first know what is this program all about. That is most important. I hope I'm audible to every one of you. So I hope you're able to see the screen now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir. Wait. Okay. So this program is called ICAP, which is Ignites Comprehensive Aptitude Program. Okay. So the reason why we have started this program is to make sure that apart from you people approaching the UPSC and other state level services, for every exam you would require for most of the exams like RRB, SSC, your assistant audit officers, CGL, all these exams, you will have a lot of aptitude, reasoning, verbal ability, quantitative ability, a lot of stuff that you have to prepare apart from the regular subjects of your UPSC like polity, economy, history, and all that. So our target is to make sure that every student by the end of their degrees or by the end of the intermediate, there are a lot of jobs even post intermediate. So for most of the exams, it's been observed that more than half the portion is being dealt with aptitude, which involves maths, reasoning, as well as verbal ability, logical reasoning. There are different parts in this exam pattern. So a student's overall ability is being tested. You got it, all of you? Guys, are you able to hear my voice or is it very low?
No,
Is it clear?
Good.
It's clear, sir.
Okay, great. I'm sure
Sir,
all
it
of you
is
must
clear.
have got your 10. You're all in the first year right now, right? So I'm sure all of you must have got amazing scores in your 10th, right?
Yes, sir.
Which subject was that subject which really, how many of you got 10 points, man?
Sir,
You can just put a thumbs up symbol on your chat messages. 10 points. I think most of you got 10 points. I'm sure most of you must have got between 9 and 10. Great. Nice. So what we're going to prepare right now is a little bit very different from what you're reading, what you've read in class 10, class 9. So your preparation from now will be focusing on a lot of competitive exams that you ought to write once you finish your degrees. And some exams you can write it post your intermediate also. Like there are a lot of exams related to Army, Navy, Air Force. You can write some of them if you want. For example, you've recently seen the Agnipath program with Agni Veers. You can apply that from class 10 itself. It's a 4-year program. So a lot of things which can happen. So most of the exams are based on your quantitative aptitude, verbal aptitude, and your reasoning part. So our target for all of you is we want you to be well versed with all these topics for the coming 2 years so that you don't have to rush up things 1 month or 2 months before the exam. That's the target. And usually what you have to understand here is your exam has 3 major parts. One is math, one is English, and one is GK. These three parts, you have to do a lot of things. Now, in this math part, if you observe, there are two kinds. There are two kinds. There are two kinds. There are two kinds in this. Guys, please mute your mics. It's called quantitative aptitude and also verbal aptitude. And English, you again have two parts in this. You have verbal, reasoning, reading comprehension, sentence formations, grammar, major parts. And apart from this, you have something called reasoning, which is again divided into quantitative and verbal. Verbal means English. So you have quantitative reasoning and as well as verbal reasoning again. Now, apart from this, you have to be well versed with your GK, which includes your current affairs and all these things. So your GK fundamentally has two parts in it. One is called static and one is called dynamic. So if you're well versed with all these things, then in your exam, about 50% of the portion is done. In most of the competitive exams, 50% of the portion is fundamentally based on all these things. Therefore, usually what students do is, before writing the exam, before writing the government exam, what they do is they wait till the exam date is announced and they assume that this math and English can be done in like 2 months or 3 months. So they join an institute and they prepare well. And in spite of their preparation for 2-3 months, they end up having a failure. It's because it's not as easy as they think. It needs a systematic, a very, very, very precise kind of preparation which is required for you to ace the exam. And it's not a joke. So you have to prepare this part of the portion very, very seriously because you'll have about 16 to 17 government exams. I'm not talking about clerical level at all. I'm talking about officer level exams, which fundamentally test all your aptitude, reasoning, ability, skills like crazy. So apart from your regular intermediate studies, apart from your civil studies, you also should be well versed with this part of the exam. So in my opinion, I should say you must be very, very well versed with this part because 50% of your paper will have all these parts in most of the exams. And in your interviews also, when you go, they'll actually check what's your reasoning and logical ability behind it. It's not just about some maths and some English. What's your logical sense and the reasoning part behind a social issue? About, for example, if you're very good with economy, they'll ask you questions based on economy, and they'll be usually it's not textbook, some fact-based questions. They ask you questions with a lot of reason and logic in it. So fundamentally, your logical ability and reasoning ability is being tested. So you must be well versed with this part of the course. Is this clear to all of you? I know that most of you have just finished your 10th, you have entered intermediate, but your choice of taking civil service preparation itself is a big jump. It's not like the regular lot where people go read some mathematics, physics, and chemistry or economics and commerce and just finish off and get an intermediate and then join a degree. It's not like that. This is like a serious kind of thing that you have chosen. So that's a very nice thing that shows your maturity levels. So since you're all preparing for a very, very matured exam, your preparation should also be very systematic, very dynamic, at the same time, very serious. So unless these things happen, I don't think a student will be able to ace the exam. Is this Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vijay Shankar, you're able to hear me, Vijay? Vijay, you can on your mic and just answer if you can. Uh, I hope your mic is not working. Maheshwari, you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Aishwarya,
Yes, sir.
great. Abhinav,
Yes, sir.
so uh, I'd like to share a very, very important detail. I don't want you to write anything. Just look at the kind of topics that you have for your for this part of the paper that you have to answer. Okay. I'll just share a screen. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to share the screen again. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Guys, are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So starting from here, this is all quantitative aptitude. Look at the number of look at the topics that you have to prepare throughout this 2 years. You have HCF and LCM, combinations and combinations, probability, ratio, proportions, percentages, averages, problems based on ages, profit loss, squares and square roots, cube and cube roots, series, progression, sequence, fractions, elementary algebra, to partnerships. Then you've gone through this, the first sheet, all of you. Then
Yes.
you ought to have simple interest, compound interest, time and work. Look at all the topics. Just have a glance at it. You don't have to copy all these things because once you start the offline class, I'll provide you with all these things, so you don't have to worry about it. Look at the topics. Go through all these topics once. Anyone wants to see the first sheet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And please be active in my class. You're all inter students, teenagers, so there should be a lot of energy in the class. And I want everyone to participate. No silent viewers in my class. Any doubts that you have, you can please ask. I hope my English is okay for all of you.
Yes, sir.
Tanma, you're able to see here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Krishna Teja. Great. Sai Charan. Yeah. Shall I move on to the next page? With your permission, all of you? Let me just go through.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't have- Yes, sir. Tell me, sir. Gone through it, guys? Just have a glance at it. Okay, I'm moving on to the next sheet. Is it fine? Okay. Shall I move on to the next sheet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now let's come to the reasoning part. Look at this.
Leandra, yeah.
Yeah, please mute yourself, my dear, because your words are being heard. Preferably, keep your mouths closed so that words aren't heard. Yes, Avinash, you have a doubt, Avinash?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll go through every topic one by one once you start your offline classes and all. So there's a lot of work to do. Now, this is just reasoning part. Now, after that, you have something called logical deduction. Look at this. And this is the most toughest part. Statements and arguments, statements and assumptions, statements and course of action, conclusions, deriving conclusions. They'll give you huge paragraphs in the exam and they want you to give some inferences or some conclusions. So, and the worst part is all the options look very similar. So it's very difficult to decide which one is the right answer. So your verbal as well as logical reasoning is indirectly tested in one question. These things I'm sure you mustn't have learned till class 10. This is something new for all of you. Of course, your other subjects also. Yeah, that's a verbal reasoning part. Now let's go to non-verbal reasoning part. See, series, analogy, classification, mirror images, water images, rule detection, cubes and dices. I hope all of you got some idea.
Yes, sir.
So what you have to understand here is your math alone, only math topics, you have about 43 topics, and your reasoning will have about 30 topics. So totally you must be well versed with 79 to 80 topics in this one. And only ICAP. That means 80 lessons. You understand? Some lessons take about 3-4 sessions, some take about 2 sessions, and some take about 6-7 sessions. So it depends upon the topic. So you cannot put an average for all of them. So on the whole, you require at least about 3 to 4 sessions for a single topic. So you require at least about 300 to 400 hours of preparation exclusively. I'm talking about teaching hours that you will be required to finish this portion. And you have to put at least about 100 to 200 hours of self preparation on these topics. So totally it's a 500-hour schedule. You understand? So a lot of work to be done, guys. Lot of work. But once you're done with this work, it so happens that you'll be able to handle a lot of the exams that you ought to write, both competitive, government, non-government exams in your future. This is going to add like the biggest foundation ever. So that's the importance of the course, because you will not be writing just one exam. You will have to attempt multiple exams, and for most of the exams, these are very, very, very important to understand. All of you, Purushottam, Sai Pranati,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Purushottam, Purushottam Reddy. I think it's Mr. Vignesh. Vamshi Teja.
Yes, sir.
Right. Abhinav, you're able to hear Abhinav and Badrinath.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Third, Shrikar, you're able to hear me, Shrikar?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. So, all of you want to just go through this, or shall we start doing some problems? If you're interested, but just for time pass.
Let's
Nothing very.
start doing, sir.
Okay. We'll start with simple problems, and then we'll decide on what has to be done. Okay. You want to share the screen? Just give me a minute. Guys, you're able to see the screen. You're able to see the question. Please let me know if it's okay for you, or should I increase the font size?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are able to see.
Great. Now it's better. Okay. Okay. This topic is problems related to ages. Very simple concepts. More than the math part, the English part is a little on the other side. So I want all of you to try sincerely. Keep a sheet of paper. Start solving it in your own style. And then we'll start working on what has to be done on each question. Those who finish, please don't shout your answers out. You can just raise your hand, put a thumbs up symbol that or you can send me a message. Those who have done, just put a thumbs up symbol so that I know you have done. Okay. Don't shout any answers out. Yeah. Don't even type the answers, because if someone sees the answer, there's a chance they'll only try for that answer. So just you finish, just raise your hand. You're done, just raise your hand and put a thumbs up symbol if you're very confident about your answer. Great. Okay, 4 students, 3 students have already done. It's very nice. Guys, I would not like to see anyone not doing anything. I want all of you to try. So I might ask suddenly any one of the student to explain the question to me also. So you better be ready with your answer or explanation. And I don't really care whether the answer is right or wrong. More than being right or wrong, I want your effort. So I tried, I got it till here, I got stuck from there. That's better rather than saying I didn't understand anything. It's all basic English, so I want all of you to try. The strength of your class currently is 39. So I need more hands. Okay, 5. Come on, guys. That's a good show. Others. Six. That's nice. Come on. Great. I need at least 30 hands up, man. 7. 8. Good, good. Come on. Shrivani Tanmay. Are you done? 9. Come on. Nice to see the hands raising. That's very nice. Come on. 10. 11. 12. I hope you're just not raising hands. Okay. You're doing the problem and raising the hand, right? Just because I asked you to raise hands, you're not raising, I suppose. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's very nice. 14. That's a spirit. Come on. Half the class done. That's very nice. Come on. Some more. Some more. Last में देख लेंगे answer. Vignesh. Oh, you have done Vignesh. Very nice. Isha. Divya, Vani. Hardik. Sai Pranati. Teja. Laukika. 18, 19. That's nice. That's nice. Come on. Another 15 students. Okay. 21. That's cool. Come on. Sai Charan. Charan sir. Hardik. You will solve. Shaya, Janavi. 23. Yeah, 10 more students at least. Come on. Sai Charan. Dharani has done it. Okay, fine. Isha. Twenty-four students done. Excellent. Fantabulous. Dharani has finished. Excellent. Isha, Sai Charan, Hardik. Hardik, are you able to hear me? Hardik,
Then, sir, I did thumbs up,
you
then
did?
that it gone.
Okay, cool.
Now I'm doing this. I raised my hand up.
Okay, cool. Please raise your hand so that I know that you have done it. Badrinath has done it. Okay. Manogna Yadav. Dharani said, that's nice. That's fantabulous, guys. So let's check out our answer. Let's see the working part. We'll see how many of us are right, how many of us are wrong. So from this, you observe this carefully. So there's a father, there's a son. Father is aged 3 times more than his son. So that means if you assume the son's age to be X, the father's age is 3X. So after 8 years, the father's age also increases by 8, the son's age also increases by 8. Any doubt here?
No,
No, sir.
From this, he said he would be 2.5 times Ronit's age. So father will be equal to 2.5. 2.5 times son's age. So 3x plus 8 is equal to 2.5x plus 2.5 into 8 is 20. So 3x minus 2.5x is 20 minus 8. 0.5x is equal to 12. X is 24. So the son's age, current age, is 24 and he's 72. Am I right? Any doubt till here? Did I do any mistake?
Sir, what is 3x?
Yeah. What is?
Is it 3x is percentage of the father?
Yeah. X is the current age of the son, 3x is the current age of the father. That's what I assumed. I assumed that the son's age is X currently, and he said father is aged 3 times more than his son, Rohit.
Then
So 3
3x
times-
plus x, no, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
If it is 3 times more, it is 3x plus x.
So 3 times more, you want to take it as 4x or 3x?
4x, sir.
4x, sir.
Are you very sure? All
Yes,
of you?
sir.
Yes, sir.
3 times
Yes.
more than his son.
I also did same, sir. I took 4x.
Okay. You took it as 4x.
Yes, sir.
3 times more than his son. How many of you took 3x? How many of you took 4x?
Sir, I took it as 3x.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So 3x is wrong. So my method is wrong. How many of you are very confident of it? No, please don't hesitate. If you feel that that's what I'm talking about. What you assume, what you do, what you actually do in the exam, they're all different things. So if I'm wrong, you must be openly able to say that, sir, I think somewhere you're making a mistake. You have that freedom with me. So you better be vocal about it. So should I go with 3x or should I go with 4x? Tell me that part.
3x, sir.
3x only. Okay. Others,
Yes, sir.
you want to go with 4x? Let's do one thing. Let's work out on both of it. Okay. So most of you believe that it must be 4x because he's saying 3 times more. What do you mean by 3 times more? First, work on that part.
3 into x is correct, sir.
3 into x is only is correct. Then, but some of your friends are saying it is 3x more. They're saying that it is 3x plus the actual version. Then what do you think is the right thing? Let's break it out here only. See, that is exactly what I wanted from your class. I want a discussion on this. Just not giving me some answers. So somewhere we all have to understand the English part of the question. That is more important. So tell me, father is aged 3 times more than his son. That's one statement. Father is aged 3 times his son. That's another statement. Tell me, are these same statements or different statements?
Sir, could you please repeat the statements?
Yeah, I'm going to repeat the statements again. All of you listen very, very carefully. Father is aged 3 times more than his son. Okay? That's first statement. That's given the question. I'm giving you another statement. Father is aged 3 times his son. That's another statement.
Different statements.
They're different statements. So what's the difference? Who answered that? Who said it is different? Guys? Okay, Maheshwari. Maheshwari, can you tell me what do you think should be the difference? Is it just 3 times? Or is it 3x plus something?
So can I say?
Yeah, please, sir. Please tell me your name and then you start it up. Who is answering it? Someone said they want to answer. Hello? Guys, you're able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Someone said someone wants to explain. Someone said, can I answer, sir? May I know the name of the student?
So it's 3x plus x, sir.
3x plus x. You're very sure. Okay. So for example, if my age is 10, and if they say my father is 3 times more than me, then what should be my father's age?
30, sir. 3 times 10.
Okay. So if the question was my father's age is 3 times mine. If I'm 10 years old, what is my father's age?
Can you repeat again, sir?
My age is 10. Okay. My father is 3 times my age.
So
So what
30.
would be my father's age?
So 30.
50, 30.
30, sir.
30, sir.
All of
30.
you are okay with this? My dear students, are all of you okay with this?
Yes, sir.
So if I'm 10 and the statement says my father is 3 times my age, then my father's age is 30. Accepted.
10 times 3.
10 times 3. Very good. Now let's come to the other statement. My father is 3 times more than my age.
Sir, it is 10 plus 3.
Is it 10 plus 3 or 10 plus 3 times my age? My father is 3 times more than me. What would be my father's age?
It would be 40, sir.
So Himavashini says it is 40. 3 times more. That means if I'm 10, my father is 3 times more than me. So 10 plus 3 times more than me, 30. So my father's age must be 40, right? Varshini,
Yes,
is that
sir.
what? Okay. So others, anyone has a doubt on this? Anyone has a doubt on this? Akshaya, what's your take, Akshaya? Akshaya, you there? Krishna Teja. Krishna Teja. Krishna Teja,
Sir, sir,
what is your opinion about this statement?
sir, I'll go with,
Is my approach right or your friend's approach right? Come on.
sir, I think it's 40.
It's 40. Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shravani Reddy. What's your take, beta?
Sir, my take is 40, sir.
40 only. Okay. Anyone who wants to support me? See, my take is if my age is 10, my father's age, according to the given statement, is 30. Father's age is 3 times more than his son. I'd like to take 30, but most of you are saying 40. Anyone with me?
40 is correct, sir.
40 is correct only. Okay.
Yes.
All of you want to go with 40. So now you're all telling me that if Rohit's age is X, the father's age should be 3x plus X because he says 3 times more.
No, sir, it is 3x
Sir,
only.
but I think it's 3x, so it'll go with 30, sir.
You want to go with 30?
Yes, sir, 30.
Okay. How many of you want to go just with 30, like 3x? 3x is the father's age. Could you please raise your hands?
Me.
How many of you say 3x is right? Father's age is 3x. All the guys with 3x, please raise your hands. Okay, 14, 15. Okay, 14, 15. Okay, fine. 16. Okay. Half the class want to go with 3x. Okay. The remaining all want to go with 4x.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's the competition. So let's work it out. We'll work on both the ends. Okay. So according to this statement, those who are going with me with 3x, this is 1. So you get x equal to 24. So after further 8 years, how many times would he be of Ronit's age? So after 8 years, let's calculate both of them. Okay. Let's observe. So after 8 years, x is 24 plus 8, which is 32. And father's age should be 3 times.
3 into 20.
Father's age should be 3x plus 8.
3 into
80.
24.
So 72
88.
plus 8, which will be 80. According to 3x form. Okay. Now, according to this, this is one form. So let's take another form. Let's go with the student's idea. Father, son. Son is x. 3 times more. 3x plus x, which is 4x. Right? This is where half the students are fighting on. Okay. After 8 years, 4x plus 8, this fellow will be x plus 8. Then he says this should be 2.5 times. 4x plus 8 is equal to 2.5. 2.5 into x plus 8. So this will be 2.5x plus 20. Right? Am I right? Am I putting the right equation? So 1.5x equal to 12. X should be 12 divided by 1.5, which is 18. Right? Am I right? Is the calculation correct? Guys. So according to the student's idea, x must be 18 and father's age must be 4 into x. Is 72 again, right?
Sir, 12 divided by 1.5 is 8, no, sir.
8 or 18? Sorry.
8, 8.
8, sir.
8, sir.
Okay, sir. I'm sorry, sir. This will be 8 and this will be how much? 32. Right? Okay. So finally, he's asking you after further 8 years. So that means son's age plus 8 years, which will be 16, and father's age plus 8 years, it should be 40. Right? Now this is the calculations. So let's work on this now. Just a minute, wait. So according to my thing, I went with X being 24. So after 8 years, he'll be 32, and father's which will be 72 plus 8, which will be 80. So there are two cases now. Let's start working on this, guys. So let's see who's going to win. So, sir versus students. Okay. Guys, are you getting bored by any chance?
No, sir.
No, sir.
What the?
So, sir and students. X is being 32. And finally, this should be, this is son's age, this is father's age after 8 years. Should be 80. And students say son should be how much? What is that we got? No, son's not current age. I'm talking about after 8 years. 16 and 40. 16 and 40. So let's work on it. So 16, father's age is 40. Okay. Correct? Any doubt? So based on this, he says, how many times would he be of Ronit's age? So this is 80 by 32 and this is 40 by 16. So if you actually look at here, this will be 40 by 16 again. Hello, sirs. Sirs, I think both of us are getting the same answers. So what do we do?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Both of us are getting the same answers. How come?
Yes, sir.
So how many times are you getting, by the way? So what is 40 by 16?
2.5.
2.5. What is 80 by 32?
80 by 32 is 2.5, sir.
It's only 2.5 again. Then how can we have same answers with different equations? You're not supposed to have that, right? You're wrong. Okay. So what I want you to do is listen, all of you. Listen. All of you can take a snapshot. Guys, all of you can take a snapshot or not?
Okay, sir.
All of you
Okay,
can take
sir.
a snapshot or not? Is it possible from all of you?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, all of you take a snapshot of this question. Take a snapshot and please rethink once again and come with a conclusive answer. Is it 2.5 or is it 2 3 by 4 or is it 3 times?
Sir, it's 2 times.
It's 2 times.
Yes, sir. It's 2
Sir, in the
times.
place of 2.5, if you take 5 by 2, you'll get the direct answer.
Instead of 2.5, if you take 5 by 2, you'll get the same answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
5 by 2 x plus 8, then x plus 8x plus 16 is equals to 5x plus 40.
Now, what is wrong with 2.5? 2.5, why can't we take it as 2.5? 5 by 2 is also 2.5 only, no? In your calculation, I took 2.5. You think I must have made a mistake here? Guys, I want all of you to take a snapshot of this. Think, where did we all go wrong? Okay. I want you to come with a comprehensive answer. It's not just working on the answers. It's about the English part. Purushottam or Vignesh, suppose. What's your take, Vignesh? Okay. We'll go to another question now. Please try this. Let that question keep running in the head. Very simple question. I want unanimous answer.
Completed, sir.
Completed, sir.
Completed. What's your answer, dear?
4 years, sir.
Want to go with 4 years? Very sure?
Yes, sir. It's 4 years.
4 years. All of you got 4 years?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
100% sure?
Yes, sir.
No
Yes, sir.
doubt. Anyone with a different answer? Anyone with a different answer? Guys, I want all of you to participate. That's very important for me. Right, wrong answers, please bother.
Sir, I think it's option D.
None of these. Why? You're looking at my smile and giving me the answer.
No, sir.
No? Who's that? Who's that kid? Who gave D none of these?
Avinash, sir.
Avinash. Why Avinash? Avinash, just tell me what's your approach.
Sir, first let's take the children
Uh-huh.
as X, sir.
Okay, how many children? Okay, 5.
5
X. Okay.
X plus 1, X plus 2.
But he said the intervals of 3 years, right?
So that's why we can multiply with 3 now, sir.
No, intervals of 3 years ante, after every 3 years, there's one fellow being born.
Okay.
That's the
Okay,
meaning
sir.
that's the meaning of intervals of 3 years.
Okay, sir.
So first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. X plus 3, X plus 3 plus 3, X plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and X plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Guys, did you understand this?
Okay,
All of
sir.
you?
Yes, sir.
X plus 3, X plus 6, X plus 9, and X plus 12. Now, if you add all of them, the sum of the ages should be 50 years. So you just need to add all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5x plus 3, 6, 9, 12. 21, 27, 30. Issue is equal to 50 years. So 5x is equal to 20, x is 4. Got it? He's asking you the youngest fellow's age, which is 4 years. Clear? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Guys, did you understand this? All of you got 4 years?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone did not understand by any chance? If you do not understand, please ask. I'll explain again. Okay. By the way, the answer for the previous question, the answer is 2 times. 2 times is the right answer. So I
Yes,
want
sir.
you, I want all of you to think about this question very seriously and check you are making a mathematics mistake or you're making an English mistake. The answer is 2 times. I'm giving you that. Check how do you come to 2 times is the answer. So if you're getting the answer, check are you making an English mistake or are you making a math mistake? Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Please think of it. Take some time. Don't take it like a serious project or something. Just for fun, you try solving this problem. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss about this and we'll do some reason questions also. This is just start, guys. Just like starters for today, tomorrow, and the after tomorrow. The real sessions are going to start once you actually sit in the classroom. Okay. I hope my voice, my English is all clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'll catch you up tomorrow. Same. I think it's your classes from 12:30 tomorrow. 12:30 to 1:30 is sports. So we'll start doing some more questions tomorrow. So I'll see you all guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. Enjoy. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.